duty. Say one thing, do another, while making us suffer. You force us to trust your lies, like a devil in disguise. Mark my word, you're a phony, like a false testimony. Lawmakers, rule breakers, no sympathy in our eyes. Lawmakers, rule breakers, no sympathy in our eyes. You steal money, steal a wealth. How can you look at yourself? Turn your back on us, spit in our face. You're such a fucking disgrace. Lawmakers, rule breakers, no sympathy in our eyes. Lawmakers, rule breakers, no sympathy in our eyes. How can you do this to us? Nothing to discuss. Total power in your hands through your tyrannical demands. Lawmakers, rule breakers, no sympathy in our eyes. Lawmakers, rule breakers, no sympathy in our eyes. Sit on your throne, count your bills. Time to face your fears. Roll the dice, don't think twice. Nothing to discuss. Lawmakers, rule breakers, no sympathy in our eyes. Lawmakers, rule breakers, no sympathy in our eyes. How much more can we take? Lives are at stake. Keep pushing us around. Gonna kick your ass to the ground. Lawmakers, rule breakers, no sympathy in our eyes. Lawmakers, rule breakers, no sympathy in our eyes. False promises, empty lies, web of deception seen with the eyes. Serve to serve, only serve themselves. Their tyranny is killing ourselves. Leave us nothing but broken chains, nothing that they can explain. Leave us nothing but broken chains, nothing that they can explain. Lawmakers, rule breakers, no sympathy in our eyes. Lawmakers, rule breakers, no sympathy in our eyes. Force us to trust your lies, like a devil in disguise. Mark my word, you're a phony, like a false testimony. Lawmakers, rule breakers, no sympathy in our eyes. Lawmakers, rule breakers, no sympathy in our eyes. Lawmakers, rule breakers, no sympathy in our eyes. Lawmakers, rule breakers, no sympathy in our eyes.